In a distant era, an ancient and powerful dragon named Orfen ruled over the mountains, feared by all creatures for his strength and wisdom. After centuries of battles and hoarding treasures, he found himself alone at the end of his existence. When his life ended, he expected oblivion, but upon awakening, he discovered he had been reincarnated as a young human farmer named Leon. Even though his body had changed, part of his draconic power remained with him. Leon was much stronger than a normal human. His reflexes were extraordinary, and in moments of danger, he could even summon a shadow of his former power. However, he had to learn to control it and use it cautiously, so as not to frighten others. His new life was full of difficulties. Working in the fields was exhausting. Food did not appear magically, and relationships with others required effort and understanding, things he had once ignored. At first, Leon struggled to adapt, inclined to isolate himself due to his dragon mindset. But in the village, he met a young woman named Lilia, who, with her kindness and patience, taught him the value of sharing and community. Little by little, Leon began to appreciate the small joys of human life, the abundance of the harvest, evenings around the fire, and the sincere laughter of friends. One day, the village was attacked by a group of bandits. Leon knew he could not stand by and do nothing. Although he had vowed not to abuse his strength, he realized it was time to act. Using his incredible speed and endurance, he faced the bandits with superhuman skill, defeating them without unnecessary bloodshed. Thanks to his help, the village was saved. From that day on, Leon was respected and loved by the community. For the first time, he felt he belonged to something greater than himself. The solitary dragon who once lived only for power had found a new purpose in human life, to protect and care for others. During a journey through the forest, Leon encountered a lamia named Serafina. Despite her appearance being feared by humans, she turned out to be kind and vulnerable. At first, Leon was wary of her, but over time, a deep bond formed between them. Serafina told him how she had been rejected and persecuted, just as humans had once feared the dragon he had been. Understanding her pain, Leon decided to welcome her and offer her a place in the village. As time passed, Serafina and Leon fell in love. For the first time, Leon was no longer alone. He had found someone who truly understood him, who accepted both who he had been and who he had become. Together, they built a peaceful life, proving that love and understanding can overcome any barrier. Years went by, and Leon lived a simple yet fulfilling life. He learned that true wealth did not lie in the treasures he had once hoarded, but in the people he loved and protected. His past as a dragon became a distant memory, but the most important lesson he learned stayed with him. The greatest strength does not lie in dominating others, but in the ability to change and find one's place in the world. And so, the dragon who was once feared became a legend of hope. In the heart of the village, with Serafina by his side and surrounded by the warmth of his community, Leon understood that true greatness did not reside in power, but in the ability to build connections and protect those he loved. Solitude and greed bring only emptiness, while kindness and love give life a true purpose.